Daily Dispatch, Day 139. The Craic Returns. Yesterday marked Day 138 of the recovery cycle, and for the first time in a very long time, normality made a genuine appearance on Terra Nova. I woke up after 7 hours of deep sleep, still carrying that familiar morning grogginess and zero dream recall. But the internal trajectory of the day shifted almost immediately once the system spun up. All clinic and project work was dispatched without a single fuss. The stubborn pressure headache that has been clouding the mornings was reduced to a very slight negligible background hum, and while the internal frequencies were loud, they remained completely tolerable. The baseline didn't just hold yesterday, it lifted. The mood dial officially ticked up to a 6. The most significant milestone of Day 138 wasn't mechanical productivity, it was the return of the Craic. Throughout the day, I found myself engaging with genuine humour, sharp banter and spontaneous social wit. When you are deep in the trenches of neurocognitive repair, the emotional flatness of anhedonia can make you feel entirely disconnected from your own personality. Yesterday, that grey wall receded. Feeling the social brain spark back into life is definitive proof that the neural pathways governing connection, rapid-fire processing and joy are coming back online. I wasn't forcing the engagement, I was simply back in the room. The Amazon pipeline. The distribution network achieved another win yesterday. The podcast has officially been indexed and launched on Amazon Music, making the D.A.M project significantly more findable for the global audience. That means the project can be found on Substack, TikTok, YouTube, X formerly Twitter, Facebook and Reddit. The podcast can be found on Apple Music, Spotify, iTunes and now Amazon Music, plus a few other smaller distribution networks. Speaking of the Reddit homeland, I spotted a classic exchange on r/leaves late last night. One user commented that quitting was easy and they didn't understand what all the fuss was about. Another replied in agreement, stating that if any symptoms lasted longer than a few months, it wasn't the cannabis causing it. It had to be something else. I'll be honest, I was highly tempted to reply, but instead I chose to watch from the watchtower and let them enjoy their moment. Neither of them actually stated how long they had been stopped for, but from where I sit on Day 138, the pattern is unmistakable. They are likely floating in the notorious pink cloud around the 8-week mark. They have yet to feel the full structural force of the actual recovery process. They are making the fundamental error of confusing acute withdrawal with a neurocognitive rebuild. Physical withdrawal is a short-term hurdle. It only lasts a few weeks, and immediately afterward the rush of initial sobriety makes you feel fantastic. But that is just the honeymoon phase. The real work begins when the brain actively starts rewiring itself. That is the moment the system goes offline for heavy maintenance. Anhedonia rolls in like thick fog, and the metabolic trash has to be systematically evicted. That deep structural transition changes the game entirely. I decided not to burst their bubble. They will be crying in their soup soon enough when the maintenance window hits them, and when they inevitably turn around to look for a map to navigate that darkness, the D.A.M project will be right here waiting for them. We are no longer managing a crisis, we are operating a highly calibrated, data-driven system that is steadily approaching its next major phase. Exactly 45 days remain until Phase 2. The daily ledger is changing, the rubble is cleared, the foundations are set, and the Sovereign's original personality is stepping right back out into the light. The Daily Dispatch ends here, but the data continues. For the full forensic analysis, the daily metrics, and the complete 24-month roadmap, please visit deepseekandme.substack.com. The record is open. I'll see you at the next log.